Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Blackbird, starring Michael Flatley and Eric Roberts as the bad guy. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links are in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 9, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. I will be at the Glassboro Arts Festival from 5 to 10 p.m. tomorrow, and then Clements Farms on Sunday from 10 to 3. Don't miss the signing. The link is also below. So this appears to be like Irish James Bond. Yeah, Irish James Bond. It doesn't look bad. I mean, Eric Roberts being in a movie, yeah, I know. He's in a lot of really terrible low-budget movies, in my view. But this one looks pretty good. The trailer's cut very nice. You know, I don't know. I don't remember Michael Flatley in anything. But Eric Roberts, I did. I mean, he looks like he's actually acting in this, Eric Roberts. Nothing stupid. This is, I think, Michael Flatley. Let me see. Oh, they've got more about this. It's a thriller starring Eric Roberts, Patrick Bergen, Nicole Evans. That name sounds familiar. And Ian Beatty, along with Michael Flatley. Speaking about the Irish theatrical release, Michael Flatley said, "I'm thrilled to be releasing Blackbird in cinemas across Ireland. The pandemic has brought about many unprecedented production delays, but we're finally there, as well as filming on location in Barbados and the UK. We filmed many scenes in Ireland, so premiering here was always first choice. There's nothing more breathtaking than the Irish landscape, spoken like a true Irishman." Michael also said, "I was surrounded on set by great talent, Eric Roberts, Ian Beatty, Patrick Bergen, Nicole Evans, and Mary Louise Kelly. Sinead O'Connor, who recorded Most Beautiful Track for the outro, is truly one of Ireland's treasures. Thanks to all the cast and crew for their commitment to the project, to all our partners bringing the film to cinema audiences. We put a lot into this project, and for me, it's very personal. This was a new endeavor for me professionally and something I've always wanted to do. My mother, when she was alive, always encouraged me to pursue this dream. Sadly, she will never get to see it, but I know she's watching over me. I had great support from the industry, especially in Ireland. Winning Best Actor at the Monaco Film Festival was very rewarding." So, sounds like he's got the right attitude. So, the premise is someone, I think, codenamed Blackbird, is killed, and then Michael has to come out of retirement to go after Eric Roberts because he's the bad guy, and I guess he killed him. And then this is his love interest. Pretty cute. Is that Nicole Evans? Not sure. Maybe. She looks great. So he attends the funeral, gets called back in. True love is worth dying for, he says. And then there's a very classic sort of Bondian moment where Eric Roberts meets him, and they're going back and forth, and I think they're in a casino. They're in tuxes. They're probably in a casino somewhere. So yeah, here it is right here. Look, yeah, he's got cards, so that's a casino. So very much the Irish James Bond, but he looks manly. This looks like a man's man movie. The music, pretty good. I'll say. It wasn't Sinead O'Connor in the background music. And then there's a scene where he says, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned, and I will sin again." And they're showing this bloody clothes. He's probably killed someone. So, yeah, I could get behind Irish James Bond. Coming soon. So, no date as of yet. Here they are throwing a guy overboard. Yeah, I could totally see this working. Eric Roberts, I mean, when he wants to act, he's a good actor. I mean, just like a lot of actors, you need good material. If you don't have a good story, good dialogue, it doesn't matter how well you can act. If the plot is stupid, it just doesn't go anywhere. Right, Joan? Joan knows. We'll come over here. You didn't eat your treat. You didn't eat your treat. You're not hungry? Usually always hungry. So, yeah. I mean, if they're going to kill off James Bond, might as well watch this guy, right? this is the idiots in Hollywood running Hollywood these days. Oh, they have to watch James Bond. We control James Bond. No, no, we don't have to watch James Bond. Just make another James Bond, a guy pretty much just like him. Only this time he's Irish, which, quite frankly, it'll bring a new twist to the whole character. And one of my pitches for James Bond, and I had a James Bond pitch, was that it was going to be, the premise was going to be he had a half Irish brother who's just like him, but he's not a secret agent. He works for, like, I don't know, the IRA or something. And at one point his brother has to take his place and act like James, and he's just like him, but there's a couple of minor differences, and then it goes awry, and then James, they eventually have to team up. They're enemies at first, but then they team up. And yeah, this looks cool. I wonder, I mean, it sounds like they shot a lot of this in Ireland, and I mean, the name sort of sounds familiar, Michael Flatley, but he appears to be acting well enough. Eric Roberts, definitely delivering. Nicole Evans, Captain America. That's not Captain Carter, is it? I shouldn't call her Captain Carter. Agent Carter. Agent Carter. Is that her? Is that Agent Carter? Could be. I mean, it's hard to tell with the blonde hair. Maybe. Yeah, so you got a lot of stars here. The Irish are definitely kicking up their production, it seems. And they should. So a lot of nice scenery to shoot in Ireland. You can go across the water and go right into UK. Probably not a huge deal there. And the Irish are just fun. They're just fun. So first act, the Blackbird is killed. It's very similar to one of the James Bond movies. So they bring in Michael Flatley to investigate or avenge or whatever, because Eric Roberts is the bad guy. He's out of control. He's out of control. So infiltrate. Get that Eric Roberts. So second act, he infiltrates. And then they got this love story going on with her. And so that it goes back and forth. So Michael is getting closer to Eric Roberts. He's got a love story going on, but she is also close to Eric Roberts for some reason, and so she's in danger. And then his past, of course, is going to cause him problems, and also his religion causes him a little bit of problems because he has that confession scene. And then he goes back and forth. At first, Roberts just sort of dismisses him and marginalizes him, maybe even tries to kill him. He survives, and then in the third act, he comes back to save Nicole and kill Eric Roberts, and the end. It's probably not going to be nearly. It seems more grounded than James Bond. It's not going to be the kind of thing where he pushes Eric Roberts into a smokestack or something, and then maybe he comes back all scarred. But I doubt it. I doubt he would do that. This seems more grounded in reality. Not seeing a tremendous amount of action sequence, so for that portion of it, it's not like Bond. It's more going to be like fist fights and shootouts and that kind of thing. Low key stunts. Probably doesn't have the budget to do the kind of stuff that Bond did, but I'm definitely getting a Bond vibe from this. You know, a bit. So I would see it. Yeah, I would see it. I don't know if I'd see it in theaters. I mean, Eric Roberts. He's in a lot of low-budget stuff. This doesn't look particularly low-budget. I mean, you got a lot of names here. So I think it'll be like a moderately good thriller. I don't know if I'd even call it a thriller. I guess you're calling it a thriller if you don't have the stunts. Yeah. Not seeing any car scenes here. Some drama. I mean, some boat scenes. They push this guy off a boat. That's not a big stunt. But there's the church. Definitely some guns going on and some files and tuxes. So I think you're going to see pretty much what you would see in a James Bond film without like the big stunts, without the super big ones. So I think that would be very, very watchable for me. It's coming to cinemas across Ireland, 2nd of September. So probably they're probably still negotiating, trying to get a release here in the States. I could totally see this movie opening in the States. When you got a star from Captain America, Eric Roberts, has some box office. And let's see, who else? Patrick Bergen was in Patriot Games. So I could see them, and Ian Beattie from Game of Thrones. I mean, and good on the people who posted this trailer. That's the kind of info you want in this trailer, right? You hear all these names, even if you don't. I can't picture Ian off the top of my head. I'm sure I'd recognize him if I saw him. But when you see all these names, all their previous credits, you hear Michael's quotes about, making the film. All this sounds great. It makes me want to support the movie. It sounds like it's a quality product. It sounds like it's going to be good. So kudos to you. It's a nicely cut trailer. The music's good. Everything about this is totally on point. Blackbird. If you're in Ireland, you could see it September 2nd. Otherwise, look for it soon. And that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. We got a Hollywoke hot take and probably a news blast. You want to do a news blast, Joe? Okay. And we'll see you in the next one.